Have you ever wondered what it'd be like to ride a motorcycle on the moon? No, neither have I. Until now. It's funny how time is relative. After 2 days at sea, the last 20 minutes feel like an eternity. But eventually, we're released into the wild. Welcome to Iceland. It's great to see they've switched on their best weather for our arrival. And we're right into it. Today I'll be exploring the northwest, by the most direct route I could find. There are so many great things about Iceland, but place names aren't one of them. It'll be an adventure in pronunciation as much as in riding. Expect a massacre of phonetic proportions. My first destination is Hildavega, which in Icelandic literally means hillside road. But it's the 10 switchbacks and great views that have drawn me here. Well, today, it seems I'll have to settle for just the switchbacks. It's a little disconcerting not being able to see over the edge, but apparently people drive camper vans up this road, so I'm sure it will be fine. Top, and it's another world. It's nice to actually be able to see Iceland for the first time. Back on the pavement, it's my first taste of Iceland's stunning ring road, named by the ever-practical Icelanders as simply National Road. But it'll be a short stint before I swing north for some lavascapes and waterfall action. final spell on gravel in the late afternoon sun will take me to my bed for the night at the Grimstadia guest house. Day 2, and I'm off to tackle my first F-road on the way to Ashkia Lake. The F comes from the Icelandic word for mountain, but it might as well refer to the road condition, which can vary from being slightly to completely effed. Getting to the F-road requires a little backtracking, but a second viewing of Icelandic scenery brings no complaints on my part. The weather, on the other hand, looks like it might have plans for me. Supposedly, NASA trained their astronauts out here for the moon landings, but I expect they encountered softer bumps and fewer river crossings on the moon, and they certainly wouldn't have had to deal with the weather. Still, I imagine for them, as for me, the view was something to behold. Ultimately, it's the weather that kiboshes the plan. With conditions deteriorating, I decided that a 120k round trip, with 2 significant river crossings in both directions, probably wasn't the wisest course at this point. So it's back to Grimstadia for me. I woke up on day 3 to find yesterday's weather, intent on sticking around. Today the plan is to hit some volcano craters, hot springs and another F-road, but suiting up for a wet ride, it's press on and see how it goes. Visibility on par with a smoke-filled room, I choose to skip the visit to the Cutler volcano crater and head straight to the Nama Fiatqueri geothermal area, hoping for a break in the weather. Fortunately, someone hits the pause button on the weather at an opportune moment. I take the chance to wander amongst the steam and mud with my fellow tourists and egg lovers. It's been a while since I had a good lungful of sulfur dioxide.
I believe
nothing quite like a climb up a volcano to rid the lungs of rotten egg gas, even at a relatively piddly 420 metres. Brevis is an impressive sight. It must have been a real shock to the locals when it appeared one day 2,500 years ago. Iceland continued to turn on its best weather for me as I pushed forward on my ride. After the quick waterfall stop, my plan was to hit the north end of the F26 road, but approaching the start, I realised I'd made a rookie mistake, failing to fill up at the last petrol station I passed. Not fancying a wet night by the roadside, I turned around for a tense ride on vapours to Akureyri. Despite being super impressed with just how far my KTM will run on empty, I'm still happy to roll into the petrol station, if not also to get a break from the wind and the rain. All juiced up and considerably more relaxed, it's the last stretch of the day. My destination is the Viking Country Club, a well-regarded guest house overlooking a former whaling station on a pretty fjord. Mountains, waterfalls, boats, evening sun, hot springs, tunnels, dead ends, and drone piloting fails.